the CBI court has allowed the investigative agency to get 3 more days of custody of Karti Chidambaram. Remember, he was arrested last week by the CBI in an airport when he was returning from London. Let's go across to Abhimanyu. Hi, Abhimanyu. What happened in court? You were tracking that case.
Court in Delhi has extended Karti Chidambaram's CBI remand by 3 days, get 3 more days to interrogate him. They have been alleging that he was not cooperating in the investigation and had remained evasive, whereas Karti's counsel had submitted before the court that he could not be made to confess something which he has not indulged in, and the bail plea which was moved by Karti's counsel had claimed that he had fully cooperated with the investigation till now and had abided by court orders, and there was no reason for his custody to be extended. On the other hand, CBI had contended, which was taken into consideration by the court while extending Karti's custody. The contention made by CBI was that certain evidences were under investigation. They were already trying to unearth big scams and bigger things required to be surfaced, and they required more time to interrogate him. CBI had also submitted before the court that Indrani Mukherjee's statement was also a part of the evidence, but was only a small part of it, and there was much more which required to be investigated and unearthed, owing to which they had sought an extension in custodial remand, and that is something which remains to be seen when he would be produced in the next state of hearing. CBI, of course, will have to produce before the court what exactly is the evidence which they have gathered in course of time, owing to which and in which direction the investigation is going to progress now.
Abhimanyu, I wanted to juxtapose now all of the developments that have taken place, and for the benefit of our viewers, he had also tried to quash, that's Karti Chidambaram, had tried to quash the summons that had been issued by the Enforcement Directorate. That has not happened at the Supreme Court. So how real is the possibility that after this custody is the Enforcement Directorate that is likely to swing into action? And if you go to the application that CBI had submitted in court today, it's talking about taking Karti Chidambaram to Baikula jail for a face-to-face confrontation with Indrani Mukherjee in the INX media case.
If we speak about this in elaboration, that is something which the petitions which were moved before the apex court by Karti Chidambaram challenged not only the ED summons, the fresh summons which were issued on the 1st of March, but also the FIR which was registered by CBI in the INX media money laundering case, in which Karti Chidambaram had approached the apex court seeking that FIR be that investigation should only take place on the sections and in the issues on which the FIR was registered, and should not be extended to any other ambit of investigation, owing to which he the apex court, in which he did not secure any interim relief, but the Enforcement Directorate has been asked to file its reply. On the other hand, Enforcement Directorate had earlier arrested S. Bhaskaraman, who is allegedly the CEO working for Karti Chidambaram, who is being produced before a court in Delhi itself. The trial court, which is hearing the case regarding Bhaskaraman, before that, Enforcement Directorate has submitted that there are certain ends of investigation which are pointing towards the involvement of Karti Chidambaram and the involvement of Bhaskaraman in the same, something which is probably going to constitute the reply of the Enforcement Directorate before the apex court, and that is something which is, of course, going to have a big bearing on the entire case related to the money laundering, INX media money laundering case. Additionally, Karti Chidambaram might yet again be taken to Mumbai in order to undertake a face-to-face confrontation with Indrani Mukherjee. It's also likely that other people might also be asked to join the investigation, something which the CBI is remaining tight-lipped till now. In the court also, the sealed cover envelope which was submitted by CBI, they had requested the court not to read it aloud. Neither did they share the contents of the same with anyone, and they are remaining tight-lipped about it. They are stating and claiming that they cannot let the investigation and the evidence be jeopardized in any way. But in the next state of hearing, it would remain incumbent on them, as has been asked repeatedly, not only by the court but also by Karti's counsel, about what evidences they have gathered till now in course of interrogation and investigation. The CBI, apart from the fact that they have already kept Karti Chidambaram in custody for some days and have already got an extension, they will have to, of course, submit some degree of evidence and parts of interrogation before the court in order to make their case stronger. Additionally, it's also likely that the Enforcement Directorate in related cases might also put forth evidences which might be connected in some way to the other to the cases which have been made up by CBI.